Welcome back to the channel, everybody. I have an exciting video for you because, gosh, this year is flying by. We're already in Q3, which is, the third quarter. We're in the third quarter. We're not in the final stretch, but we're in the third quarter of the year. And with that being said, it's getting closer to retirement day for Lego sets. So today we're going to take a look at my top 10 Lego sets I think I'm going to be investing in here and wrap up 2023 as they are retiring. And I think my investment strategy always focuses on sets that are retiring. That's kind of my reason being. Again, all information in today's video is going to be my subjective opinion. This is not financial advice in any way or form. So let's take a look at my top 10 Lego sets that I'm going to be snagging up before the end of the year because I think they are going to be of good value. So starting off small, number 10. Number 10 is the Fast and the Furious 1970 Dodge Charger RT. For me, this is a $20 set. You can often find 20% off at the $16 range. And it's part of the Fast and the Furious line. One, they made this set and it's $20. They already made, the Paul Walker Skyline, right? The R32 Skyline. And that one retails for $25. So already you're getting a $5 discount, right, on on a Fast and the Furious Speed Champion, which is pretty awesome. But it's a part of the franchise of Fast and the Furious. And like who knows? By the time I'm 30, 40 years old, how many movies are they going to come out with? I have no idea. They just continue to make movies like no other. And they always say this is the last one. So I'll never believe that, right? So for me, this is definitely a set I have my eyes on. I already have one copy of this, but I would love to grab, between the, 5 or 6 copy range, just because I think it'll offer a small, nice little return. It's going to be an easy set to, get rid of if I, want to sell off with. It looks overall really good, and of course an attractive retail price. So that's number 10. I think it's an easy one to start off with. Not a lot of reasoning. It just makes sense. So number 9. Moving into number 9 on our list, we have something interesting. This is the Battle of Endor Heroes. So this is actually a Brickheads theme, right? Brickheads being a completely different theme. I do have quite a few. I really enjoy the theme. However, the reason this set is so attractive, when I say attractive, I mean it's going to reap juicy rewards. No, it's it's essentially going to have a very short shelf life. If you don't know what a short shelf life means, essentially that just means the set was, produced and available from Lego.com for a small amount of time in comparison to other sets. So short shelf life would be, for me, under a year. That's extremely short. It's kind of hard to pick up a set in under a year, right? With so many Lego sets being released every single year, it's just so difficult. So this one is set to retire at the end of the year. Will that happen? Again, just like I said, all the information in today's video is, assumption based, not factual, and not financial advice. Again, Lego can at any time steer a retirement date. Just because we predict it's going to retire at the end of the year does not mean it. So that would be a make or break for this set in my eyes. But at $40, I think this set just makes sense, especially if it does retire at the end of the year. It would be a power play. But anyways, it comes with Luke Skywalker, R2-D2, Lando Calrissian, Wicket, and Princess Leia. I have not received a copy yet, but for $40, I think it's quite the retail price point to pick up a copy. So I'm going to play it safe, maybe grab at least 2-3 of these just to have on deck, and we'll go from there. But that'll kick off things into number 8 on our list, is one that performs, I'm going to argue, is a safer bet than always because they tend to perform exceptionally well. We have the Luke Skywalker Red 5 helmet, part of course, the Star Wars helmet collection. This one retails for $70, is currently on sale for around $50 to $55, which is, just around 20% off. Again, I'll try to link that in the description just because it is a nice little sale. I actually, this is one of the only sets that is retiring for the helmet collection that I haven't yet to pick up. So this one just makes sense. Historically, these helmets perform exceptionally well in the resale market, and the reason I bring that up is because every single year I think it's been the after the TIE Fighter helmet, which was clearly the best one, the Stormtrooper retired next, the Stormtrooper helmet, then Boba Fett, and each time, everyone was saying, well, the Stormtrooper helmet is not going to be a repeat of the TIE Fighter helmet, and guess what? It tripled in value within 3 months, and it was crazy. And Boba Fett's kind of doing the same thing. So I think it's worthwhile to pay attention to these. Again, can't predict it, right? If so many retire, again, it's only going to bring the value a little bit down, I would say, but just keep that in mind. So regardless, for me, it makes sense for me to get. I do have the entire collection, so I need to get a couple copies of that one before it's retired, because I do think it's a good one. Another one is Winnie the Pooh. This is a part of the Lego Ideas line, which is a very attractive Lego theme. It does exceptionally well. I love the diverse themes that Ideas does, right? Like Winnie the Pooh, they have so many different unique sets. Oh, I love Ideas. They do a good job. So, anyways, this one retails for $100. We were actually able to get this with it was the Disney 100 Mickey Mouse promo. That's how I picked this one up. And I'm going to be completely straightforward with you guys. I did sell off that promo because I already had a copy that I had built and enjoyed. So I did not need a second copy. I sold that Disney 100 promo, and I think I sold it for around $50. So essentially got this set, in my eyes, for around $50, which for me was a steal. I would like to get more copies of this one. Unfortunately, I don't think I'll get as good a deal as I got on the first one. But for me, this is a top tier set and is definitely something to keep your eyes on. I'm expecting a price point to, within 6 months of retirement, I would absolutely expect this set to, hit the $130 to $140 range. And again, I know dealing with selling fees and all that kind of stuff, you're still, between the 20-30% return on investment within, 6 months. So that's kind of my expectation there. The next one is going to be the Justifier. This is set number 6 on our list. And I know the retail price is not very attractive. We know this one was pretty high in the price point at $170. But like I said, we've been tracking this one pretty heavily. It's been going on sale quite often. I think cheapest we've seen is like $85 to $90 range. I've yet to pick up a copy of this one yet, but with Black Friday rolling around in a couple months, I plan on to load up on this set. I would love to get between 5 and 10 copies of this for the right price, right? I told you guys before, my price is, under the $100 range. I will load up. I have yet to find it under $100 because local deals are not online deals. So that's kind of where I stand with this one, but I will be picking it up. I think the minifigs are good. I think it's just a high price set that a lot of people are going to miss out on it just because, again, $170 is a lot to kind of pay for, especially for 1,000 pieces and only, 5 minifigs, or 4 in a droid. So definitely one I want to keep mindful there. It's only going to happen if I find it in the $100 range. So that's one I'm going to load up. Not paying retail for that one, but something to keep your eyes on. Number 5 on our list is one we've talked about pretty heavily on the channel, but worthwhile to bring up again. It's one of my most favorite sets I've ever built in my entire building experience with Lego. Quite enjoyable set. If you don't have a copy, I'm going to recommend this one as a friend here. I recommend you get one to build. I just thoroughly enjoyed this set, and it really opened my eyes into a building experience. But regardless, with that being said, I think it's a set that will perform extremely well in the long term. Of course, being a part of the Lego Ideas line, it's just an overall great set. So for me, stuff I want to put my money to, especially in Lego-wise, are sets that I enjoy and sets that if I enjoyed it, right, someone else is going to enjoy it. So later down the road, someone's going to want this. That's kind of my theory there. And it's just, it looks incredible. So anyways, that one is going to retail for $180. Sometimes we could find it in the $150 range, which was the old MSRP price. Old MSRP price just means the Lego prices before August of 2022, when Lego actually hiked their prices on existing sets and all sets going into the future. So something to keep in mind and just kind of keep thoughts of. But anyways, that's number 5 on our list. Let's go ahead and kick things off to number 4. So number 4 is been out for quite some time. It's the Haunted House. Again, a set that hits the August price hikes of 2022. This set used to retail for $250. I've actually never seen a sale on this set in the history that it's been out, so I can stand by that. I actually paid retail for this maybe 2 years ago now, and built and enjoyed it. Incredible set. It's just jam-packed with details. Halloween being such a huge holiday in North America, in the United States specifically, I feel like this set is just and a part and excuse me there and a part of the like what is it, the amusement park rides, because this is technically like a haunted mansion drop tower set, whatever that it fits into. But it's an amazing set, and I think with being kind of revolved around like Halloween, especially in the United States, I think that's an indicator for me that's like it's gonna be a good return on investment if you keep a couple copies of this sealed. So I'm gonna try and hopefully bang a deal out here before Black Friday, as that rolls around. That time's pretty hectic, but if I can find a deal on this one, I'm gonna keep my eyes peeled. So if you're interested in that one, make sure to subscribe to the channel because I'm gonna do my best to get a deal on this one. I would like at least 2 more copies of this. If I get 1 more copy, I'd be happy, but I'd like to hit 2. We will see if we get there. The next one is number 3 on our list, and this should be no surprise, guys. I'm a huge Modular fan. The Modular line has been, historically well performing in the resale market, however you want to call it. Unfortunately, the set saw a price hike. So if you had copies of this set already existing, you already made $20 on your investment, right? So that would be like what, 5% return already. So you already made a 5% return on your $180 investment, so we're around there. But anyways, a great set. I'm expecting this one, to retire here at the end of the year. More the sense I want to just have multiple copies of the modulars because I think they're the best Lego sets ever made, and I would like multiple copies in my collection. So when I also say invest, it's not solely for the purpose of buying it for this price and selling it later on to make this amount of money. I'm also investing it into my channel, right? Into, say, come in 2 years, we were like, okay, well, we need 4 more of the bookshops because we want to make a huge library. Well, guess what? I'm gonna have that on deck. I'm gonna have it sitting, sealed in my collection. So I'm definitely gonna keep that in mind, and that's partially why I'm kind of collecting those. A few more of those. I think I already have 3 or 4 copies of this one, and I would like to double that. But I know Lego's expensive, right, guys? And I am speaking high on the numbers, but I'm setting a goal high, right? I don't want to set a goal low, right? I don't want to set my goal for 1 copy when I already have 1 copy, right? I'm setting the bar high because I think that's it's harder to achieve, right? And that's kind of where I want to be. So that's going to make number 3. Number 2 is probably going to be not a surprise for you as well. It's the Republic Fighter Tank because, again, pretty relative short shelf life on this set as well. And essentially just kind of a unique set in general. So it does come with a 187th Legion clone commander, then 2 clone troopers, and then 2 droids and Mace Windu. So more the lines of not really a battle pack, but kind of like a battle pack. So for $40, you get 3 clones, 2 droids, Mace Windu. I think it's a great value set. Really haven't seen this one go on sale at all, and probably honestly don't expect it to go on sale, but I think I have somewhere in the ballpark of around 10 copies sealed, and I would like to probably triple that one. Again, setting the bar extremely high on the high end, but for sure gonna seal at least like 15 copies of this. I think it's a great set. We just have not seen one of these in quite some time, and I'm pretty happy with the remake of it. And my uncle we did like a Lego Star Wars tour. If you haven't seen that video, it's pretty crazy. Highly recommend you check it out. I'll link it at the end of this one. But he's got over around 200 of these because he's building a clone army and whatnot. So that was really cool. Kind of my inspiration to kind of load up on the set as well. Not to the factor of his degree, but still a great one. Again, being at the $40 price point, of course, being in the Star Wars Lego theme, I'm calling it a safe bet. But I think it's pretty worthwhile. I think the clone troopers are already like $10 a piece, and it's just a set that's like readily available. So $10 for a clone. You can imagine what the prices will go to later down the road, right? So definitely keep that one in mind. And then the final set, the number 1 set that I'm investing in, is going to be the Lego Creator. It's Creator Expert, and I believe they're probably retiring all the modulars that are on the Creator Expert line, so they branch off from that theme, right? Since they of course moved to Lego Icons. But anyways, it's the Assembly Square. It's actually my first modular, my first Lego modular I ever built, first modular in my collection. One of the most enjoyable sets. I think I have 3 copies of this one already. I think 1 or 2 of them built. But regardless, it's just a glorious Lego set. One of the best, right? And for me, it's seeing this one go is going to be pretty pretty hard, right? It's just so amazing. It's been out for so long, but regardless, like I said, when I invest in a Lego set, it's not just solely for the purpose of buying it for this price, selling it for that price. This is going to be a set I'm buying for my collection to have multiple copies in for later down the road. And if I do decide to part ways with one or two, so be it, right? But for me, having the accessibility to not like to have one of these on deck than to not have one is going to be, it outweighs just not having it in my eyes. So anyways, that's my number one. Let me know what your number one Lego set you're going to invest in 2023. And then of course by year end I will probably do another one of these around Black Friday, just because we are going to really dial in our focus. There's a couple other sets here that I left off that I'm really intrigued in, and they just didn't make the list for this time being. Again, my list kind of fluctuates throughout the year, but like I said, I'll probably make another list like this in the coming months. And then of course Black Friday is going to be pretty hectic, and then come, when retirement day comes, and probably when these sets are off the market, probably before year end, we would like to see how these perform. So I'll definitely do a follow-up. This is not just going to be, hey, I'm investing in these sets. I want to show you the amount of sets that I do invest in, and then kind of see our returns, because I think that's a little bit more interesting in real life, like terms of like actual what's happening. So anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. If you enjoyed today's video, want to see more, I want to hear your feedback. I'm always open to feedback. I appreciate you guys for clicking on today's video and watching it. I really appreciate it, guys. Thanks so much for watching. My name is Cristo from Stud City. Hope you guys have an amazing rest of the day. Love you guys. We'll see you in the next one. Cristo and Stud City out.